smacked me with its consciousness of otherness. And I went, well, if they can't do that, then I'm just going to reject you all and go away for a while. I'll just leave. We'll just go do something else. I'll just go internal and just work on me. Or in the case of many people, including me, we get a little self-indulgent with our substances that we put into ourselves, which means that we have to go to a lot of other meetings that have nothing to do with church. And so I was thinking about that, and what came to mind was life is messy. Life just is messy. It just is. People are messy. People communicating with each other and interacting with each other, it gets messy. There's the old Christian saying that says, wherever there are two or more gathered, there I am, which is supposed to be Jesus. And I add, and wherever two or more are gathered, there's potential for conflict and messiness. Because our personalities clash against each other, and it just gets messy. And when I'm running around in my optimistic, peace, man, peace, Jackie, love you. I'm butterflies and unicorns all over the place. Life is just butterflies and unicorns. It's rainbows everywhere. And then I forget, sometimes when you got a rainbow, it's raining on your head. So I wasn't prepared for the ups and downs. I was not prepared for the good and not so good, the trials and tribulations, or the disappointments. As the song said, and how many of you knew that this was a Joni Mitchell song? Because, very good. Most people know it as Judy Collins, who sang it more as a little ditty, but Joni Mitchell sang it more as a really heartfelt, reflective. Of course, that's Joni Mitchell. Little side note, my first crush, 1968, 14-year-old, I'm in love with Joni Mitchell, and I'm thinking she's going to fall in love with me, but, that's another fantasy that I had. So the song says, rows and flows of angel hair, and ice cream castles in the air, and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, or as I said, butterflies and rainbows everywhere, with peace, love. And then there's other times, but now it only blocks the sun. They rain and snow on everyone, and so many things I would have done, but clouds got in the way. Both sides are part of life, and we get to choose on how we react to it. It's not good. This is good. Oh, the sunshine's good, and all this is good, and the clouds are bad, and that's bad. It's not good, bad. It just is, and we get to choose how we react, how we're going to respond to those twists and turns. And you know what? It's the twists and turns that make life fun. Anybody been on a roller coaster? Anybody not been on a roller coaster? That's an easier question. So how much fun is it when you're going along the flat? Woo, yay! Life is so easy. And it's okay because there's an anticipation as you start climbing the mountain. But life is fun when you embrace the messiness of it and you don't reject part of it. It's the, what do you got for me now? Whee! Let's do that. Everybody, whee! There you go. It's the obstacles and challenges that we have when we embrace it, that they don't become challenges anymore. They just become the details to be worked out. It's not all butterflies and unicorns. The Buddhist said, what do you do before enlightenment? You chop wood and you carry water. And what do you do after enlightenment? There you go. We chop. Life still is life, whether or not we're enlightened and filled with the Spirit of God and filled with peace. Life is still happening at the speed of life. And it's through our intentions and through our actions and through our thoughts that we will determine the reality we live in. We can just, I call it a spiritual bypass or metaphysical malpractice, where we can just claim everything's good. And I think that's possible. But only on one level. I think when we really embrace it, we can see the good and the not so good and the ups and the downs and the valleys, but it's not to allow them to take over us, but for us to take over them. So we get to determine the meaning and the impact all things are. And the song says, I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. And in reality, I don't know about you, I don't. There's this old saying that when you're young, you think you know everything, and the older you get, the more you know that you don't know, so that by the end of the night, you figured out that you don't know anything. And then you get to start over and do it again. You know, somewhere along the line, I'm hoping to come back in and remember that I don't really know anything so that I can just start from there. But we get to choose how to look at life and how we want to respond. Maybe that's what happened in the 60s. Maybe we didn't know we had a choice. And when things didn't go the way we wanted, we got depressed. We lost our way. We lost our vision. We lost our hope. Because without hope, there's no chance to make a choice. Maybe if we just embrace the song that we've been singing, but we're going to come back to that in a moment. But all we really need is love. But now, Reverend Val's going to share some thoughts.
Love, whoa, love is all we really need, right? That divine love that is alive in us, that is God in us, everywhere, all the time, even in those moments when we're down, when we don't know which way to go, when the clouds are dark and hanging over us. If we stand in that place of love and know that the rainbows and unicorns will come back, that we will make it through whatever journey it is right here, right now, by being in that seat of love, that creative presence of the being, whatever you call it, whether you call it God or Buddha or karma or love, divine mind. It doesn't matter what name we give it. It is alive in each and every one of us, and it allows us to connect soul to soul, to heal through that conscious and unconscious life force, through our thinking, to change our minds. It allows us to see a different road, a different path to take as we follow life's unfolding treasures. It's always interesting when you wake up in the morning and you have it all planned out, and then you take a step out the door and it's totally different from what you expected. How many of you experience that? What do you do in those moments? You go with the flow. You go back to bed. You turn around and say, okay, let's start this over again. You know? I mean, I knew it was going to rain today, right? And I got up prepared to take my little dog outside in the rain. So I had my galoshes on and my raincoat on, because she wants to go for her walk. She doesn't care if the sun is shining or if it's cloudy or if it's raining. It doesn't really matter to her. It doesn't matter. Life goes on. And she wants her walk. And so this morning we're traipsing down Central Avenue, playing in the rain puddles, right? I'm never too old to play in rain puddles. I taught my grandchildren how to do it. How many of you guys play in rain puddles to this day? Yay. It's the most fun. So no matter what we're dealt with in life, I mean, sometimes we just have to grin and say, okay, God, you got this, because I got to let go and just be. That's the way I get through most of my days, is just by being and not being attached to what the outcome is, because I don't have all the answers. I know that there's universal knowledge and that we can all tap into it, but that doesn't mean that I know what the end looks like. Because everybody else is tapping into that same feed of energy, and it's shifting and moving constantly. Anybody feel that? But I know if I stay from that place of love, and I use my creative mind from that loving space, that I can create what is mine in the moment, because it's all I really have, is the moment of the sunshine and the rainbows and the unicorns, or the moment of the dark clouds moving through, whichever it is. It's good. It may not feel good. I will grow through the darkness. I will grow through the cloudy days, just as I'll grow through the love.
Thanks, Val. So no matter the conditions, no matter circumstances, no matter the number of clouds we have, know that you are loved. And if you know you're loved, love from that place deep within you, you know that love happens even if you're by yourself. You are loved. Then you have hope, and through that hope, through that knowing, you just move through. Times I can feel lost, I can feel cold, I can feel alone, but I hold on to that love. When I've been in the hospital, I've had to hold on to that love, because if I didn't know if I'd be able to hold on at all. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. It feels like years since it's been here, but here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. And Phil, let's get your guys up here, and let's do it.
Here comes the sun.
Here comes the sun.
Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. It's all right. Little darling, the smile's returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. And I say, it's all right. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 A little darling, I feel the ice is slowly melting. A little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun.
And so now as our ushers get ready to come forward and come forward, we take our gifts into our hands and we bless it. We bless it with that love that we are and the love that we give in each and every moment as we say our prosperity proclamation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. All right, so now for our prosperity affirmation together. We are stewards of divine abundance. We give and receive with gratitude, and we see these gifts flowing in and through Unity of Louisville, flowing into the world as love and blessing every soul that it touches. And so it is. Amen. We have a lot going on today after church. We have the Across the Universe movie downstairs. We have popcorn, and there's a little bit of salad, and there's some punch and some brownies. Those kind of things that we used to have in the 60s.
Yeah, these are not what we used to have in the 60s. This is real punch, not magic punch. It's not magic brownies. So just
darn. Okay. You can tell I grew up in Unity. Oh, Lord. Natural healing is also downstairs. It's going to be in classroom 3. Conscious Family Connections will be in classroom 6. Unless everybody wants to go to the movies, and we'll decide what we're going to do then. Our fall program also starts next week. It is Radical Inclusiveness, and we have books downstairs if you'd like to purchase. It's a workbook, so it's a personal transformational workbook. And if you already have a small group, you're more than welcome to continue using that small group. If you want to create a small group for yourself, feel free to do so. And we're going to be doing some community cafes during the process, so we're adding a new element to our fall program this year. So those will be coming up in October. We have a lot of other stuff going on. You might want to check your bulletin, keep it with you. We have Understanding Grief. Also, if you want a wellness call from our new chaplains, our prayer chaplains just reorganized. We have new ones this year, and they'll be making wellness calls. So if you're not already signed up for a wellness call and you would like to have one, there's a sign-up sheet downstairs, and you would get a monthly call from a prayer chaplain. Okay, we have next week our Sacred Service Leadership Training. If you are already a leader or want to be a leader and you want to attend the training, it is Saturday from 10 to 1:30, and you are welcome. We'll be here. And we'll have a memorial planning workshop on October the 7th. So if you're interested in pre-planning your memorial service, join us for that. And now, we'll do our prayer for protection. Please stand. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. So everybody's going to join us that's been with our.
We're going to do this a little differently. We're not doing the peace song. We've been invoking love for the last 5 weeks, and we're going to continue that on and close with everybody who's been on this stage singing and performing with us, our entire music team, and let's give them a hand first. And just remember, all you need is love.
Bad memory. Senior moment. There's nothing you can do that can be done. There's nothing you can sing that can be sung. There's nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. Nothing you can make that can be made. No one you can save that can be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that is no. Nothing you can say that isn't sure. There's nowhere you can go that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Let's raise the dome. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. 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 Love is all you need.
Peace, everyone. Have a good day.
Okay.
Namaste, y'all. Namaste.
Namaste, y'all.